Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zara and this is my third video. I can't believe it. I can't believe I've already done 3 videos. That's crazy because I didn't think that I would enjoy this so much, but I am. And even though there's not a lot of people watching my videos, I have been loving this, and talking about books without people judging me is kind of amazing. This is like my new spot to take videos because the bookstore is literally right here. This is the chapters. And yes, I am wearing this Marvel t-shirt. If you guys don't know, I am a huge fan of Marvel. Also, my rings say "till the end of the line, pal," and they're like friendship rings, but I don't have any friends, so today's video is going to be a part 2 of a previous video I did, which is books I'm ashamed I have not read yet. This one, I have a few more. I'm probably going to do a bunch of these because there are a lot of books I have not read yet because I have not been reading much since I only started really reading in July. So, yeah, there's a lot of books I have not read yet, and if you guys are coming at me in the comments, please don't judge me. Okay, I won't be able to explain any of these books in the right capacity, so just sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Is that in my car? Okay, there's a bug on my windshield. Anyways, I have all my books stacked right here, so let's do this. So the first book that I have is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have not read this yet, and I feel ashamed that I haven't because I know people love it and people talk about it all the time. So I'm like, why have I not read this yet? So, yep, come at me for not reading it, but yeah. The next book I have that I have not read yet is by Christina Lauren. It is one of their newer releases. I think it is their new release, and it is The Soulmate Equation. I haven't read this yet, but I know I am going to love it because it's about this guy that discovers who your soulmate is between your guys' DNA or something like that. I'm really bad at explaining things, but I think that's what this is about. And then they meet, and she doesn't really believe in it, but soon she does because they probably end up together in the end. Yeah, but I loved The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren and Love in Other Words. I finally finished it. It was so good. And I just want to read more from Christina Lauren because I know their books are so good and well loved. The next book that I have is a YA novel, but I've been seeing it around for so many years that I just wanted to read it for the longest time. So I bought it in the special edition cover, and it is Anna and the French Kiss. This cover is gorgeous, and I saw it beside Lola and the Boy Next Door because I was like, where's Anna and the French Kiss, thinking it was going to be the pink spine that it usually is. But then I saw this when I walked closer, and I was like, it's the only one. I need to get it, even though it was super expensive. But yeah, this is the Anna and the French Kiss book. I need to read the entire series because I know I'm going to love them, and this cover is just really beautiful, so that's that one. The next romance novel that I need to read is by Tessa Bailey. I recently read It Happened One Summer, and oh my gosh, you guys, it was so good. So I was like, oh, I need to read more of her books because I loved It Happened One Summer. So I found this at Another Chapters in Winnipeg, and it is Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. This is Brother's Best Friend. Is it fake dating? I don't really know. I feel like it is, but I'm not sure. But I know I'm gonna love it because so many people on TikTok talk about it, and I saw it. I was like, I need it, so I got it, and I need to read it. So that is Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. Another Christina Lauren book that I need to read, which I am ashamed that I haven't read because I've had it for a while, and I just see it sitting on my shelf all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to read this book. So I think I'm going to read it soon, and it is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. This is a friends to lovers story, and they set each other up on dates, and then I think they always end up by themselves, and they're like, what, why? And you can see where it goes from that description. And I'm so excited to read this because I know it's well loved as well. So that is another Christina Lauren book that I need to get to soon. Okay, this next one, you guys, I need to read this, and I found it the other day in McNally Robinson. I already told you guys that I have not read Colleen Hoover books, and I'm ashamed that I haven't read a single one. And this is another one. I have not read this yet. Yeah, I know, I haven't read this yet. This is a brother's best friend. Enemies to friends with benefits to lovers, I think, and it's told in past and present point of views about Miles' first relationship and why he doesn't want to be with the heroine of the story, Tate. Yeah, so that is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, which I am so ashamed I haven't read yet because I know people love this, people give it 5 stars all the time, so I'm like, I need to read it and give it 5 stars as well. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. Guys, this one, I don't know why, but I ordered this when I ordered books for my birthday. I ordered this one thinking, okay, I may read it, but I may just leave it on my shelf for a long time. So, and I kept hearing about it on TikTok, and I read 2 books by this author in the last 3 months. So I read Birthday Girl and Punk 57, but I need to read Credence. So I just think I need to read it. I don't know why, just for entertainment purposes. You know, it's not that deep. It's just a book. I think I'm going to enjoy this, but I'm probably going to be very stressed out while I read it because I'm like, what am I reading? That's all I have to say. I'm really anxious to get to this. Yeah, I'm really anxious to read this. But doesn't, like, what is Credence? It sounds like a mystery novel or a thriller. Credence, and look at the cover. It's so discreet that you're like, what is this person reading? And then it's like, I'm reading a bunch of smut. That's what I'm reading. So that is Credence by Penelope Douglas, which I need to read. The next book that I'm going to talk about is one that I really want to read so bad. I ordered it because it was out of stock for so long on Amazon, and then I checked one day and it said in stock, and I was like, it's probably gonna sell out soon, but it hasn't. I don't think it has, but it was back in stock. I bought it immediately once I saw that, and it's by Mariana Zapata, and it is culty, and I am so excited to get to this soon because I want to read her book so bad, and I'm from Winnipeg, so I'm probably going to read The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. Yep. And this is a slow burn age gap between a coach and a player. There's so many cars coming around me that I'm really nervous that people are going to see me taking a video. Anyways, this is Culty. It's about Culty, which is a soccer player that Sal idolized growing up, and he becomes her coach, but she does not like him. So it's an enemies to lovers slow burn. Mariana Zapata writes apparently really good slow burn books, so you have to follow like the whole storyline, and I'm really excited to read this because this is a big book. All of her books are big, I know that. Yeah, so this is Culty, which I want to read so bad. This next book, you guys, is so popular that I do not know why I haven't read it yet, but people finally convinced me to read it, so I'm going to. And it is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I haven't read this yet. I know. I feel like everybody should read it once as well. And I'm upset that I haven't because I know people love this. People talk about it all the time, that it makes them emotional. And I don't know the story, so I just want to go in and just read it and cry and feel all the feels. So that is Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. This next one is by Emily Henry. You guys already know what it is because I talked about Beach Read in my last video that I did. So this is People We Meet on Vacation. I need to read this book so badly. It's not even funny. I just need to read it because I know people give this 5 or 4 stars all the time. So this is another book that I need to read by Emily Henry. This is Friends to Lovers. It's kind of like Love in Other Words because they kind of tell a story in past and present tense. So like you get why they stopped being friends and now they're back and they go from there and then they become lovers. So I'm really excited to read this because I loved Love in Other Words and I feel like that is a good book to read after that. These two next books are two fantasy books that I bought a while ago that I got during my fantasy book phase, and I actually now want to read them because TikTok convinced me. So first up we have Serpent and Dove by Shelby Marin. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, I'm sorry, but I really want to read this so bad, and I see people talk about it all the time and they love it, and or maybe I've seen mixed reviews as well, but I really just want to get my own thoughts and read it with an open mind. And yeah, so that is Serpent and Dove by Shelby, because I don't want to mispronounce her last name. And then the last book that I'm going to tell you guys that I haven't read yet is Cruel Prince, or The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, which I know people love. People talk about it. I want to read this so bad because, it's just The Cruel Prince. I want to read this with no explanation. Yeah. So these two books I have not read yet, both fantasy that I bought during my fantasy book buying phase. So yeah. Alright you guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about more of the books that I need to read. Oh, fuck. More books I need to read. And I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, check out my Twitter, check out my TikTok because I'm going to start talking about more books on there. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I love you so much.